Discussion and possible action on minutes of the regular meeting. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded to the previous meeting's minutes. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes are approved. Discussion and possible action on claims.
Claims this evening are $627,197.03.
I'll move to approve the claims.
Second.
Okay, the claims are moved and seconded. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Discussion and possible action on regular and temporary operators licenses.
Tonight, you're asked to recommend approval contingent on payment of any outstanding debt owed to the city and successful completion of the background check, the issuance of 7 regular operator licenses for the period November 15th, 2016 to June 30th, 2018 to Abigail Fahaber, Nathan Wagner, Darian Yeager, Casey Vendersarts, Rady Munich, Diane Lamphere, Elliot McMahon, and also 2 temporary operator licenses for the Hudson Hockey Alumni Game for December 23rd, 2016 to Carrie Gornick and Megan Gornick.
Move for approval.
Second.
Okay, moved and seconded. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Discussion and possible action on police chief's recommendation. Oh, I'm sorry, did I miss
There was
something?
a possible denial on the,
That's what he's,
oh,
what he's on.
okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Didn't look like it was on my issue sheet, sorry.
Discussion,
Never
by
mind.
5, yep.
discussion and possible action on police chief's recommendation to deny an operator's license. Chief?
Yeah, the chief's recommended denial. Catherine sent him a letter at my request, and he did not contact me to find out when the meeting was, so. I mean, he was told to contact me to check on the time and stuff, so I did not hear from him at all.
I move we deny.
I will second that.
Okay. It's been moved and seconded for denial. Discussion.
Is there anything you wanted to add, Chief? You're good? Okay.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Discussion and possible action on temporary Class B beer and Class B wine license for Hudson Hockey Blue Line Club for an event on December 23rd, 2016.
I'll move to approve.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Why do I keep saying opposed? It was,
Just being clear. You know,
motion's approved. Discussion and possible action on premises description change for HAG Inc., doing business as Pudges.
Mr. Murphy made a request to make a change to his alcohol premise description. He had something come up and said if you had questions for him that we could delay it a week if you're fine with it, that's fine, but if you had questions and wanted him here to answer them, we can push it back a week and he'd be fine with that, so.
I just had a question about the file store. I don't know what that meant. Is there a typo or something there? Files stored on
Technically,
premises?
they have to tell it, my understanding is that if the files are stored in a different area of the building, then they have to have the files in an area that's accessible
Oh.
to the state inspectors if they come
Oh.
in.
All right. I'll move for approval.
I'll second that.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
I think it's supposed to say files stored. I think
Okay.
there's a D missing there, yes.
Motion's approved. Discussion and possible action on bids received for SCBA equipment.
I don't know if you have any questions at all. This was approved 2 years ago, and we just, we were gonna put it off as long as we could. We did that, in the meantime, we put in for 2 different grants and failed to achieve either one of those, and we need to replace them by 17, so we're gonna go ahead and, we got the bids, and this is what we came up with. If we honor the pay by December 1st, we're looking at delivery in the first week in January. We also get a $2,300 prepaid, which would bring us in close to $10,000 under budget. So I would suggest the prepay. I spoke with
Brenda about it, and she also thought that was a good idea to do the prepay and save the money since we're taking delivery so quick.
I'll
Sounds
move
good.
we,
Oh,
I'll
go ahead.
move we approve with the prepay option.
I agree, second.
Okay, moved and seconded. Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion's approved.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any items for future agendas?
Just wanted to check, I didn't know if the committee needed to meet again prior to the budget hearing next week to discuss anything or not, or
I thought we had something scheduled.
we did not schedule anything.
Oh, okay.
I didn't. I'm just throwing that out there, whether there
I
was
can't
anything that you
remember,
think
was
needs
there
to be
anything left
discussed or-
outstanding that we wanted to talk about?
Kathy, do we?
You can put it on a future agenda if, are you
And that, if,
talking about
Yeah.
EMS?
yeah, and that
Yeah,
isn't
if
part
you
of the,
wanted.
that's not part of the public hearing either. That can be done at a later, that budget could be approved in December. There's no requirement that the EMS budget be approved at the same time as the,
Okay, so is there, it's my understanding that there is a request coming from the police,
he was going to talk to you about that, but, yes.
and so we would need to bring that to the finance committee?
Or it could be done that evening as well. I mean, you could do it at the budget hearing as well. You can make amendments to that at that
Yeah,
evening.
Right, we've done
but
that
if you want
before.
to discuss it in finance.
Yep, you could, so I don't know, do you want to meet at 5:30 that night, or 6?
What
Meet
night?
for a half hour, just to talk about any budget things and
On the
then
21st at 6, is what?
Are we
Oh,
starting,
instead
think
of, yeah, 6:30.
are we
we'll
starting?
have a special meeting at 6 and then the regular meeting at 6:30 or 6:45, depending on what we have for agenda. Do that.
Sure.
And then you're here anyway, and that way, if there's nothing to discuss, then you can just not meet. Okay, so we'll do it at 6. Does that work for you guys then next Monday?
Yeah.
And it'll be noticed as a special meeting just to talk about the budget, and then we'll do the regular meeting at 6:30 or 6:45 then. Okay,
Okay.
I will do that. And if anything I get ahead of time, I'll forward to you guys, so you have it.
Sounds good. All right, we'll move to adjourn, I guess, if that's,
Second.
Sounds good. All right, motion second to adjourn. All those in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Stand adjourned.